Dumb, Cool,
Weird
Podcast. Welcome to another Dumb, Cool, Weird micro episode. We had our very first hater today. It was really good. Loved it. But anyway, I wanted to talk about something more serious. This is something that, I don't really talk with a whole lot of people about. A lot of people out there, I hear people dealing with death, losing like a grandmother, a grandfather, mother, father, various types of things. But, I'm only like 32 years old and I've already dealt with losing a bunch of friends of mine. But the worst thing that I've dealt with is losing people that I was romantically involved with that are my age. And that's like the biggest tragedy of all. Two of those people I wasn't really as close to anymore when I lost them. I still really cared about them. One of them was from high school. The other one was like an old girlfriend I dated. But there's this one girl I was with for a long period of time. And, she was brutally murdered out in Los Angeles. And it definitely devastated me. And this is not something that, people my age necessarily deal with on a regular basis. So it's very difficult. And, when I tell people about this, one thing they ask me is, how do I deal with it and how do I live with it every day? And simply my answer is you kind of just have it in the back of your mind at all times. And, you'll have periods of time where you just won't remember it or won't think about it, but then it'll pop back into your head later on, when you least expect it, and it can really mess with your head. For me, it could be a song that we both listen to that would trigger it, or it could be something I see in a movie that triggers it. But it definitely really affects me, emotionally and psychologically. And I try to deal with it when it approaches. And, the best advice I can give somebody who's lost somebody like that, especially, being younger, and had such a brutal thing, is you just kind of take it like in the present, not necessarily in the future or the past. You kind of live with it in the present. And you kind of just take it one step at a time. And the best thing that you can do is to get on with your life and just try to live life to the best of your ability. And like I said, there'll be days where you just won't even remember it at all. And that'll be like times when, you're able to get things done, but then sometimes it'll just pop in your head randomly and you're just like, oh, well, that sucks, and I had to go seek therapy to deal with it for many, many years. And, like I said, the best advice I can give you is just to deal with it when it comes and then enjoy the times when you're not really thinking about it, because, that's when you'll have peace from it. But yeah, like I said, it's not something I talk about very much, but I just wanted to kind of share that with y'all today in this podcast micro episode. Is I just want y'all to know that, if you are dealing with this, you're not alone. I've dealt with it myself. And, I feel bad that, you've had to deal with it, because I sympathize and I empathize with you. And, it doesn't really get better, but it can make you a stronger person and a better person in the long run, because it teaches you a lot about life. Because there's a lot of things in my head where I sit and I think about, what could I have done better? Could I have been there for her? Could I have helped her? But no, there's nothing I could have done, because I made the choice to stay behind and finish school. But, it kind of comes and goes, and you do the best you can. And, you got to forgive yourself at the end of the day if you feel guilty about it. And that's what I had to do. So this is the Dumb, Cool, Weird podcast. Check out the website, www.dumbcoolweird.com. We also have a link tree now, so you can see all of our links on there. It's linktree.com/dumbcoolweird. And in there, you can see basically, where you can support us, the audio version of this podcast. You can look at our social media platforms. And then there's also a spot where if you want to come on and be a part of the podcast, we can do podcasts virtually now. You can either be here in person or we can phone you in with our little device here. So as always, stay good, stay safe, and as Nick would say, stay sexy, Atlanta. Thanks for checking out the Dumb Cool Weird podcast. Go to our website, www.dumbcoolweird.com, to check out our merch and all our social media links. If you want to check out how to support us and our audio podcasts only, and an access to our website and all of our other links for our social media, go to linktree.com, which has Dumb Cool Weird podcast. The link is up below. Hope you guys will check us out. We have new content coming out every single Monday. We have new content coming out every single day. Check it for 9 a.m. Clips, reactions, whatever. We got it coming for you. Hope you come out, check it out. Stay sexy, Atlanta, and keep watching our crap.